Hi, my name is Hefziba and this is Wakilisha Hustle Yako, where you get to show the world your hustle. An investment is anything purchased with an anticipation that it will generate income or appreciate in value in the future. Real estate investment is one of the best ways to generate income in the long term. In today's episode, I talk with a real estate developer here at Optiven Limited, a leading brand in the African real estate sector, on the importance of real estate investment and why you should buy a property here at Optiven Limited. Join me as we have this discussion. Come along. Hi, how are you?
I'm good, thanks.
Yeah.
How about you?
I'm doing well.
How is the Samuels?
The Samuels are doing well, and we thank God even because of the Wakilisha show.
Wow, we really like and appreciate what you are doing. You know, to expose these talents and businesses to the world out there. We really appreciate you guys. Oh yes.
Thank you so much. Maybe you can introduce yourself to our audience, tell us who you are and what you do.
Oh, thank you so much. My name is James Ploti, working with the #1 land developer in Africa by the name Optiven, and I'm sitting here working with Optiven as a servant of the Kenyan people in the capacity of a regional manager in the diaspora section. Oh yes.
So what does it mean to be a regional manager? What is your work?
Well, my work is mostly to travel out there and meet Kenyans working and living in the diaspora and interact with them, network with them, and know of their pain points. Because in the diaspora, they have a lot of stories. When you listen to them, most of them are bitter stories of how they have lost their money when trying to invest back in Kenya. So I usually travel there, sit down with them, listen to their stories, and then give them a light of hope and inspire them, make it possible for them to invest back home. Identify also markets in different regions in the diaspora, that is Europe, UK, Africa, across. So I'm always there listening and networking with people and giving them opportunities, sharing ideas with them, even outside the real estate sector. And we always think on how they can create more money and grow our economy in Kenya. Oh yes.
How long have you been doing what you do?
Around over 10 years. It's over 10 years now. The first time I joined Optiven around 10 years ago, my first assignment was outside Kenya, the first week. So I think it's been well, it's been great. I cannot complain, but the company has been there for 23 years. So I found a company that is already growing. So I was just absorbed in the mainstream. Hii mto ni kumbo tunaelekea sote, Indianosen. So mimi nikajoin kama tributary. Oh yes.
Wow, amazing. Tell us more about Optiven, what you do and what you're offering.
Well, Optiven is a group of companies and it's so broad. I think we cannot even add the operations of Optiven in one show, but I'll talk about the real estate sector. We are land developers, and when we talk about land developing, it means we go out there as a company, buy a big piece of land, transfer the title deed from the owner of the land to the company name. Then we engage a surveyor who comes and subdivides the land into different portions, maybe quarter acres, half acres, or eighth of an acre, which in Kenya they call the 50 by 100. Then we process individual title deeds for this small land, the small plots. Then we sell to Kenyans. But we have different categories. There are land we sell with only beacons. There are land we sell with beacons and internal loans. There are lands we sell with beacons, loans, and fencing. There are others we do the fencing. We drill a borehole and connect water to every plot. We install power within the project. There are others we do even solar street lighting. There are others we do cabro loans within the project. So we have around 5 different categories of our project, so that we can be able to cover the entire economic block of our Kenya, because we have some upcoming investors. We have people who have already invested. We have people who are investing just for capital gain. We have people who are investing so that they can build a home. So we try to think in a broad way how we can cover all Kenyans from all walks of life. Oh yes.
So you have something for everyone.
We have something for everyone, including college students. Oh yes,
what
yeah.
Do you have for college students?
Well, we have something we call capital gain properties, and these are very cheap. We usually give them a very, very affordable change, like the ones in Malindi, selling at 149,000 for a quarter acre. So we are thinking of this college students, if they are in their second year or third year, and they are able to save at least 5,000 maybe per month, they can be able to own this property in a year. And when they are done with their studies, the value of the property will have already appreciated, and now they can say they have started to build their wealth. Instead of coming out of campus, you don't have anything you can call your own, and you have been getting these stipends in college, you have been doing some businesses in college, yet you are investing in ways you cannot recover the money, or you cannot even remember what you did with the money you are getting when you're in college. So we always advise them, and we have been training them on the importance of investing in real estate, because we are examples. Like myself, I'm an example of investing in real estate. So I know it's always profitable, and it's a security even for your further studies. Oh yes.
Talk to us about the projects that you have, and would love to know more about the projects that you're offering in this season.
Thank you. I think I'll start with a project that one can build a home immediately, because when I look at, I've been checking on your YouTube, and most of the people there, people are looking to own a home near Nairobi. And one of the projects we are learning currently is in Ngong, Kimuka, which is 34 minutes from where we are. From our head office in Absa Towers, Nairobi, to Kimuka, it's only 34 minutes. And this is a gated community. We are doing the fencing, we are doing internal compacted maram rooms, we are doing solar street lighting, we are drilling a borehole and connecting water to every plot. So it's going to be a place where one can start building immediately. And the neighborhood is well developed. So that is one of the projects we have. For those who want to see how Kimuka will look in a year's time or in 6 months' time, they can go to Garden of Joy, which is along Kaguda Road, just past Joska. That is a gated community as well. We have done the solar street light, we have done the water, we have planted trees along the roads, we have done the compacted internal maram rooms. So it's a ready to live project. In fact, we have less than 6 projects there, 6 plots, and people already living in the project. Another project we have that we are currently running is in Nakuru, and we are targeting Nakuru because Nakuru has been lifted to the status of a city, and demand for housing is so huge. So we have a project there, we are calling it the Ushidi Garden. We believe the people who are living there are going to be winners. They are watakuwa washidi, and it's like around 14 minutes drive from Nakuru, and lying along the Nakuru Eldoret highway, 1.2 kilometers of the tarmac. And we are also doing the fencing, compacted maram roads. We are going to plant trees along the roads. We are going to drill a borehole and connect water to every plot, and do solar street lighting within the project. And of all these projects, title deeds are ready for individual plots. So when you are purchasing, you purchase, transfer the title deed to your name, then you can start construction immediately. Then we have something for the youth, and also for people in the diaspora who want to have a home. They can call a NAP Country Home. We have a project in Nanyuki. We are calling it the Great Oasis. It's very near Nanyuki town, around 7 minutes drive from where we have the Batuk British training camp. And we are selling at a price of only 379,000. So this is very affordable, and you can pay in 6 months, 1 year. We give you a very flexible payment plan. So even you, after the show, we are going there. So it's a good project where you can own. And maybe for the people in the diaspora, they always come to Kenya and they want a place outside the city. They can go there and build cottages or holiday homes or even retirement homes. And it's very near Mount Kenya, and also right opposite the Arupajeta Conservancy. So when you're here for your holidays, you can always be going there to see the giraffes, the elephants and the stuff like that. So those are the mega projects we are running. Most of the other projects are almost sold out, but people can always check on our website, www.optiven.co.ke. Oh yes.
Now, there are people who are, let me just say, the economy right now is not really the way that we are hoping it should go. And people are wondering, is it the right time to invest? How will I benefit from investing in a property right now? What can you advise us, especially young people who are getting into the world right now, and maybe we don't have that the clear picture of investment? What can you advise us?
Thank you for that question. And in a genuine way, I would say there's nothing wrong with the economy. No, it's just something is wrong with our lifestyle. Our lifestyle is changing. Things are becoming expensive. Why? Because we want things that are expensive as well. When I was young, I used to buy clothes that are worth the money I was getting back then. But as I grow old, I want to get things that are worth the standard I'm living. So there's nothing wrong with the economy. In fact, the only thing is right now people are talking about the dollar sellings against the dollars, but that is not a thing of the concern, because most of our economy in Kenya, if you ask them the last time they saw dollar in their account, they cannot even remember. So there's nothing wrong with the economy. The economy is very perfect, and if you want to believe me, just go along Mombasa Road. See how many trucks of vehicles you see carrying brand new vehicles from Mombasa coming over to the CBD. Go to areas like Kitengela, where we have Victory Garden. See the number of houses coming up every day. Then you realize there's nothing wrong with the economy. It's just that there's a change. There's a trickle of our economy, of our living style, of our lifestyle. Things are changing. And I always advise people, the best leverage you have against inflation, against the economy, is real estate. Because if you buy a plot, let's say you buy a Nanyuki line now at 379,000 Kenyan money, if the shillings loses against the dollar, and the cost of the dollar maybe goes up to 200 per dollar for Kenya shillings, then when you're selling your property, you're going to sell with the current market rate. So if someone buys with your property with the dollars, they will give you the value of the dollar against the Kenyan shillings. So real estate has always been a sure bet in leverage against inflation, and this is the right time to invest. I was chatting with my friends from the UK, and they were telling me the other day nurses and doctors had a strike in the UK, complaining about the economy. So it's not only in Kenya. From 26th of March to 28th of March, there's a strike for all the train operators in Germany, complaining about the lifestyle and the economy. So it's not only in Kenya, it's global. This thing was affected by the COVID. Now the trickles of COVID-19 are coming back now. Also the war between Russia and Ukraine. There are so many business operations that have been stagnant. That's why we are feeling the effect. But it's not in Kenya. This thing is all over. It's all over, yes. So for young guys, don't think about tomorrow. Think about today. Start your investment journey now. If you cannot afford to pay cash for these properties, pay a small deposit, then the balance, pay in installment. Malipo ya pore pore. When the dollar stabilizes, it will find you still paying. If it doesn't, it will find you with a title deed in your name. And then you can dispose at the current market rate of the dollar. Oh yes.
Wow, wonderful. Great piece of advice there. And maybe you can give us your final shots and share your contacts, your location, how people can reach you if they want to invest with Optiven today.
Thank you. So my final advice, I used to work outside Kenya before I joined Optiven, and I used to have a very good business. But one day there was war. There was a civil war in South Sudan, and I lost my business. And I came back to Kenya, and I was paying rent in Buruburu. I was living a high-class life. But when I lost my business, I didn't have anything to do in Kenya. So I didn't have money to pay rent. And one day I woke up to go for breakfast. The landlord locked my door with a chain. Kumbo kuliko ile ya kufunga umbwa, a big one. And I could not afford to pay my rent. I could not afford even to fuel my car. I had a little boy, 6 months. It was painful. It was a headache. I have an advice for young people. Do not be in the comfort of paying rent. We always say, if we all build, what is going to happen to these apartments we are seeing? We cannot be able to satisfy the demand for housing in Kenya. Not this year, not 10 years from now, not even 50 years from now. The demand for housing is so huge. Every day we are processing babies. So these babies are growing and coming to work in the city. So the apartments you are seeing there in Kasalani, Loiro, Ngong Road, they will still be occupied even if you buy your own home and build. Your children, maybe they'll never live with you in your house. They'll go and rent their own homes. Start the journey of home ownership now. Don't wait. Don't be in that situation like James and you'll be telling us stories about the landlord. Start building your legacy now. Leave something for your 4th, 5th, 6th generation. That is my encouragement today. If you want to reach me, you can always call my number, +254 708 459 336. I give free advice. I don't charge. Or you can come to our office, Absa Towers, Loiter Street, 2nd floor. It's right opposite Nyayo House. Tunakuanga karibu na watu wa kuchukua passport. Ili ukienda majuu unakuja kuniona. Oh yes.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for giving us an opportunity to talk to you. And I know we've learned a lot, and we are very soon will be investing. And the best place to invest is here at Optiven. And like you heard, Mr. James, he will give you business advice. Any question you have concerning real estate investment, you can reach him through the numbers on the screen. And also he will be able to guide you through this journey. Like he said, this will be a worth product for yourself and for your family. Any parting shots as we conclude?
Parting shot, I would say we have a foundation called the Optiven Foundation of supporting the needy in our society. If you're there and you're feeling like no, you don't want to make an investment right now, you can visit our office and donate a kg of unga, or maybe a kg of mchere, a kg of beans, and let's feed the people who are still hungry. Yes, it's raining, but remember, even if it rained yesterday, you don't plant yesterday and start harvesting. We still have so many Kenyans who are dying, who are in need of food, and we have been trying our best as Optiven, giving 5% of our total revenue, but it's not enough. We're also asking people who have wheelchairs, you can donate to us so that you can give the people who have challenges of mobility. And this way we can be able to empower the society and touch lives outside there. It's not always business. Sometimes we have to think about the society. Oh yes. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. That's it for today's episode. I hope you enjoyed today's video and you learned a thing or two out of today's video. Remember to follow Optiven Limited on their social media platforms, and you can also call them through the numbers on the screen. You can also visit their website at www.optiven.co.ke. Don't forget to follow us on our social media platforms at The Samuels MPM, both on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. If you have an amazing hustle that you'd like us to wakilisha, make sure you slide into our inbox and send us your name, details, location, and what you do for a hustle, and you could feature in our next episode. I've been your amazing host, Hepzibah, and this is Wakilisha Hustle Yako, where you get to show the world your hustle. Until next time, bye for now, and remember to maintain peace, love, and unity.
Vijana, tuungane, tuijenge